Hi, this is AliShanMao and welcome to my master room. A few things to show you here, and we are starting with the Chainlink Dare system from BEVRC. I got my old Chainlink system sitting right next to it at the left side, so we can actually compare the differences between these two systems. And a 20k USD zero UAV system autopilot is sitting here for my review. I'm going to connect it at home and show you how it works with the GCS, and then later we will put it in an airplane, maybe Skywalker or maybe X8 Flying Wing when it arrives, to see how this system works. And finally we will have the review or unboxing of automatic antenna tracker from myflydream.com. BEVRC sent it. Thank you very much. Getting back to the Chainlink Dare. This is my old Chainlink. Okay, you can see it still works very well. Okay, that's 200 MW milliwatt output here, and when I flip it up it's 800 MW. Okay, so it's still working, and here is the port that I use to connect to Futaba radio. Alright, and similarly this is my cable which connects to Futaba. The best thing about the Chainlink Dare is I don't have to make any new cable. I use the same cable to connect it to my Futaba, and it does a very good job without any hassles or without any problems. Here we are with the Chainlink Dare. Okay, so similar to the Chainlink, the old one, this one, okay, you can see there is no difference here on top. Difference in the Chainlink Dare is that the new Chainlink Dare here is 300 MW output, and here is 600 MW output. So if you are seeing that you're using having glitches or losing signals, you can simply flip the switch up during flight and get your signals back or get your control back. But normally here on this I have had no trouble flying like 5-kilometer range flights, no trouble at all. Again, it is not recommended. It's only recommended when you are having trouble in controls. You just flip it down and get your controls back. Once you have your controls back, you can flip it back, and normally it works. In fact, it does work. I tried it on old Chainlink. Now, coming at the back side, this is Chainlink Dare, and this is the old Chainlink. As you can see, Chainlink Dare has one more port and one more button here. This is a boot button on the new Chainlink Dare, and this is a head tracker port. This means new Chainlink supports head trackers. Alright, so you can plug in a head tracker here and make your head tracker work together with this Chainlink Dare. This is your connection port, so basically when you put in the Futaba cable here, okay, and you connect it to your Futaba back here, your Chainlink Dare will start working. Okay, here is my old Chainlink RX with a long cable. It actually worked very well without any glitches for me, so I'm still in love with my old Chainlink, and never ever had any trouble with this poor looking RX with a heat shrink tube on it. Never had any trouble, so I still trust this really very much. However, when it comes to Chainlink Dare, you can see this is a diversity antenna receiver. In fact, you can see there are two antennas. They are also supplied two antennas. Okay, so basically what diversity antenna receiver does is looks for which antenna has the best signals and selects that side to get the signals or control signals to control the plane. So basically, if one side is losing signals, it will quickly switch automatically to the other side, and you will never lose any signal, or you will never have any glitches. Basically what I do when I use Chainlink, I always set the failsafe for auto return home. So if anything happens, my plane turns back to home. This is the antenna for the Chainlink Dare transmitter. Okay. Now, let me show you how to bind this system. It's very easy. When you power on your radio, make sure to push this button which is on top next to the selector switch for the power. So push this button and turn your power on to the TX and leave the button, and you will see this LED is blinking 1 second, something like that. And once it's blinking, you power on your RX, and the red LED here will go solid on this RX. There's a red LED, it will go solid. Once it goes solid, turn off the power for both of them and turn it on, and you are bind. Every time you press the bind button, there's a new ID generated, so make sure you bind the right receiver to the Chainlink transmitter every time. Here is my radio. In order to do fail-safe setting, what you need to do is make sure where you want your channels to be. For example, I want my stabilization on, so I put the C switch, which has been set to the center, and I want my autopilot to be on auto return to home. So RTH, and I will flip it backside. I have this switch, I will flip it backside, auto return to home. I will set the elevator a little bit down so that the plane will keep climbing but not falling, and I will set my throttle to somehow more than 75, more than half actually. Once done here, I will hold the settings. Okay, I will hold the settings on the radio, and while the Chainlink Dare is powered on, I will press this set button for a few seconds. This red LED here will blink sometimes and then will turn off. Then you can leave the button, and that's it. Your fail-safe settings have been saved. So now you can actually check, you can power off your radio, and you can see your autopilot or your transmitter or your motor going to the fail-safe settings. But make sure you don't connect the power to the plane motor on the ground. Be very, very careful when doing this testing. I have tested. As soon as I power off my radio, my FY21 AP shows autopilot or a return to home mode. So for now, I'm gonna set it up on my Skywalker and have fun with some more FPV flights. Enjoy.